Y'all remember when Skyrim sold motherfucking horse armor? And everyone, at least that I've seen online, universally shat on that. It's like, you can just give us the fucking armor in game, like we can look for it. And it didn't make sense in a single player game, open world RPG that Skyrim was, because, like, that is the perfectly the situation to just go look or go craft it or do whatever, right? But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people bought it, right? So they kept, every other company played follow the fucking leader. And now we're to the point where we have a $90 World of Warcraft mount. Yes, this is where we're at. A $90 World of Warcraft mount is here. $90, right? Because people will buy it, player base, do it to themselves, not trying to defend our corporate overlords, but it's true. Yes, right? So we have a situation where a mount is worth more than the base fucking game. Like, I need you to understand this, right? And obviously, Blizzard, maybe they're strapped for cash. Like, to my knowledge, Blizzard is going on down this downward trajectory, so they have to make it up, right? They have to make up for their bad fucking business practices. And they demand you, the player, pay for it. This is sounding like hotcakes already, especially with people who have lots of gold to transfer to WoW tokens. I mean, yeah, I buy a 100% guarantee you, right, that people just bought it. The crazy part to me is not that WoW has MTX, is that it is MTX and sub base and expansion base. Blizz is basically triple dipping, and people are okay with it. Yeah, microtransactions are fine, whatever. I mean, they're not, but we live in that age where every game has to have it, even single player game. But yeah, they have suspensions, they have subscriptions, they probably have a season pass. You can probably buy the 2, 3, 400 collector's edition. And above that, oh, $90 WoW mount. I bet it's really concerning that devs, when they work for a year to make a $60 game, and then they make a funny skin in a couple days and sell it for $90 when they work for a year. Make a funny. I don't know if he's being serious or not. Additional info, the mount is only temporarily available for purchase. It comes with several functions not found normally available in mounts, such as access to the mailbox and the in-game auction house. Okay, so when I played the game for like 3 years until I turned in my fucking netbook to school, you could you can only really access your mailbox in specific places, and like you can only again go to the auction house in specific places. So you're telling me that while you're in the middle of PvP, you can both just buy bandages and then get them from your mailbox just while you're still in game? That's a no. I don't fucking care for World of Warcraft PvP. They should do absolutely nothing with it. It's a dead art, dead fucking bullshit. If anyone wants to play a top-down PvP, they'll just play League of Legends. But if you pay $90, you effectively have an in-game advantage over people who haven't. A near identical mount will release in 2018 with a Battle for Azeroth expansion that could be bought for a few million in-game gold. It was later made near impossible to get through regular means. This mount costs about as much as the deluxe edition of the most recent expansion, or about half a year's subscription. Yes. Yes. Original Bronzor was in game, was worth 5 million gold. Yeah, I thought there was a different, cheaper version of that. I mean, it costs quite a bit, but lasting throughout the Battle of Azeroth expansion and removed. Only up on the BMAH, rarely where it goes for the gold cap of 10 million. With WoW tokens during Azeroth being 150,000 to get $15 off BNet. This translates into 33.33 tokens, or 500 if you just use your gold, or if you were buy up. Okay, he's running the conversion. WoW token was 200k in North America. Probably going to go for 400k in a short bit. I actually tried to grind for gold for this mount late in the Battle of Azeroth. I got to about 4 million before I tapped out and turned around and exchanged about 3.5 million gold for Blizzard credits. I got more credits for the gold than they're charging for that mount, though. Got very good at gaming in the auction house, though I doubt that anything I learned would be applicable today. Yeah, I mean, you're in the World of Warcraft auctioning. You're not, doing stocks and shit. And you think this is bad, right? You think the people who buy, and people bought this. A lot of people bought into this, right? But you look at China, right? The Chinese, when they're doing their 20-year anniversary, this is a 200 USD, or like 1,500 yen mount for the Chinese expansion. They didn't even revamp it one bit. No wings, no animations, nothing. It's literally a mount with ground strides animation in the air for 265. I thought you were kidding. You're not kidding. This is insane. To be fair, the majority of them all flies in the same way. Bonloon, Hathbringer, Harbinger, just off the top of my head. The animation reminds me of old YouTube videos of private servers exploration with Scatman as the music. Yep. So this is what they're doing across the good old pond with the Chinese in their server on World of Warcraft. Like again, they keep getting away with this, right? See, this would actually, $160 fucking dollars is too much for this. But this actually looks cool, right? This, I don't know, this just doesn't, like, I wouldn't buy it, but I guess people have bought it. I mean, people bought this $90 mount. This looks better. I wouldn't pay $90 for it. Again, I'm just looking at the product itself. And I guess maybe this is worth it, right? Because you can access in-game mechanics, like in the middle of battles, in the middle of a game, that you couldn't really access outside, like, unless you go to a specific place. Like, maybe this, but no, $90 fucking dollars for something that you can easily just put in game, right, is ridiculous. And 195 is idiotic. And like, this obviously looks better than this. But this is what they're selling. It's so wild that they can get away with this, right? And this is why I don't really play many online games, because they all have about the same. They all just feel the same, right? Because everyone has a season pass. Every online game has microtransactions. They have season things. They have cosmetics. They have daily logins, they have weeklies, they have monthlies, and you power through the season pass that way, right? And again, Warframe has the same thing, but I guess my only thing was I got into Warframe before all this started, so when it happened in Warframe, I was fine with it and like the first Ascendant. But now it's and those are free games. Like it's in Nikkei, it's in motherfucking Zaneless Zone Zero, but those are free. This is a 60 $70 game that you can also pay a subscription. Or I think you can even pay to skip the grind in this game. If I'm not mistaken, you can pay money to just be max level. That is some goofy ass shit. In a game where, again, the point is to play the game, but you can pay to skip the game. Like, what the fuck? Right? Does this affect me? Absolutely not. But we need to shame this business practice regardless, right? Because it happens in this game, it's going to happen in other games. Like, imagine in Warframe where you can just pay to skip the grind, right? And don't get me wrong, Warframe probably has one of the worst, like, grind, one of the worst early game, you know, grinds out of any game, right? Because you have to do the star chart. Then if you want other Warframes, you have to farm for them. So you have to farm relics. You have to farm reactant, right? But you could also just, trade for it. And there's a lot of people willing to help out and just hand you shit, right? Like there's an entire community of people that are like me that just has a bunch of shit that will never get. Like you don't gain. I guess you gain an advantage for this, but what do you gain for this? Except telling people that, oh yeah, I'm a whale and I bought this shit. I guess such like I hate the gaming culture that exists where they just shove out and just things for money instead of giving people a reason to play the game and to grind in game. They're giving them incentives to effectively not play the game, right? Because someone's like, okay, this is a good amount. Why would I get this over like this? So I have to grind for this. So you probably also have to fucking grind for this or this. Right? I could just pay $90 for this and not even care about any of these because this gives me advantages that these don't. Like, again, you're incentivizing people to pay for the game but not play the fucking game. And that's the thing that I don't understand. But anyway, and again, people, it happens because people buy it. And if people buy it, I guess they deserve to be the fucking pay piggies. I ain't gonna shit on them for buying it. It's just, okay, I guess you deserve Blizzard to just shit on you. This looks cool, though. But, I mean, that's all I really gotta say about this. Peace.